Good morning, and we are going to be looking at physics. My name still remains Director Osaoki. And we are going to be looking at scalars and vectors, just the concept. When school resumes, finally, we look at the details and the analysis of scalars and vector quantities. Now, what are scalar quantities? Scalar quantities are quantities that have only magnitude without direction. Just like in your SS2, we're looking at physical quantities like force, volume, fundamental quantities, derived quantities, but now we are classifying quantities in terms of magnitude and direction. So scalar comes in. Scalar quantities are quantities that have only magnitude but no direction. For example, if I want to say, how do we describe the volume of bag of rice? We can only describe the volume of a bag of rice by just the size of the bag of rice. That's all, not the direction. So that size is the magnitude. I want you to understand the meaning of the magnitude, the size, the numerical value. For example, we have 2 cups of rice. That 2 is the magnitude. The cup is the what? Is the unit. I'm coming to that. I think the cup is the unit. So the 2 is the magnitude, 2 cups of rice. The rice is the quantity. So that's by the way. Now let's look at examples of scalar quantities are distance, which is also known as length, mass, time, volume, density, speed, temperature, and energy. These are examples of what? Of scalar quantities. There are other examples. And let's look at vector quantities. Vector quantities are those quantities which have both magnitude and direction. Just like we can only express scalar quantity by size, but we cannot express scalar vector quantities by size only. We need the direction to completely describe them. So in other words, what can we say about vector quantities? Vector quantities are quantities that have both direction and magnitude. And to describe them, we have to put their magnitude and direction into consideration. So vectors are also added by geometrical methods, while scalars are added by algebraic method. Examples of vectors are displacement, velocity, acceleration, weight, force, magnitude, electric field. Because these quantities, for example, now if I say a boy walks 5 kilometers and a boy walks 5 kilometers due north, they are two different things. If I say a boy walks 5 kilometers, I'm already describing the distance. But if I say a boy walks 5 kilometers due north, I'm describing the displacement. I'm adding direction to the quantity. Thank you very much.